Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you're tuned in to Post in a Diary Room. Welcome to Post in a Diary Room. And as you may know, every day is a good day to get a delivery from the postman. And of course, if this is your very first time tuning in, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, enjoy the review. Yes, this is an album review of a project by the not god, lifestyle hitmaker, pioneer of the culture, and so much more. The l.e.s or the l.e.s, is it the l.e.s? Now, the l.e.s has recently released a brand new project and it's titled 313, and this happens to be his 7th solo album, and it comes after the release of the 2020 Caution to the Wind that had the Amapiano / hip-hop mashup alongside the Sugandleleni hitmakers in Kamompela, Jobe London, as well as Mpo 69 on production. Now, 313 is a 10-track long album. It features the likes of Gemini Major, Nasty C, Flame, Roy, Muggs, just to name a few. And obviously, it has a runtime of around 30 minutes. Some might argue that he's had his own fair share of the limelight. And by virtue of this, it begs the question, do we really need an album from l.e.s in 2023? Well, for me, I think the old heads are really important for the game or the culture, because they just play as a point of reference as far as maybe helping us pinpoint where SA hip-hop comes from and what it took for it to be where it is currently, because the old heads, or the OGs rather, have influenced the game in so many ways, and not just through the music, but also through the sound, the way that people dress nowadays, and even the speak, because the lingo is really important. It's been like an important part of the South African hip-hop scene, and yeah, we just have a lot of people who have contributed immensely towards the growth of SA hip-hop. So I think OGs like him still need to drop music for as long as they can, because whenever they do, surprisingly, they do it with upcoming acts or acts that are just in the fold but not really dumile like that, famous like that. But it's also a moment in culture when we see the OGs featuring the younger dudes in the game. Now we have Nasty C being featured in this very project, and we've seen like the KOs featuring Roy's. It's also them passing the torch. Ironically, the intro of this very project is in line with my previous thought, because he lets us know that he did it even when the odds were against him. And the audio clip in this song, or in the opener actually, is him saying, don't let anybody tell you you can't do anything. Take your own time with that shit. And I think it's a cute moment that he has with his listeners. And immediately after that, the Note 94 freestyle then comes on. And this is a freestyle that sounded really cool for me. There's dogs barking all over the joints, especially in the beginning. But it's also him just flexing the lifestyle that they live in the North Side. While the title of the song, KT Fucking Low, kind of gives homage to the TikTok sensation who introduced herself as Kaylee Fucking Low when she was asked who she is and what she does, and she just basically introduced herself as Kaylee Fucking Low. And also the fact that they put a clip of that very moment in this very song actually makes sense, because the title is KT Fucking Low, and yeah, Kaylee Fucking Low, so it kind of makes sense. But also you can also hear him saying jonga jonga jonga, izapa cheerfully all over the song, and you can kind of picture his face while he was just doing that, because he did sound rather goofy for my liking. But he's also in his lyrical bag, or typical rapper bag, telling us about fellatio, lifestyle, and just remaining rich. And for me, this is just amongst the other sappy cuts in this project, like Digital Creator, Get the Money, that featured Roy as well as Flame. But for me, kudos to Flame, man. I think Flame on this one was just really good. Besides the song being an auto-tune fest, but Flame usually does what he does best on these type of songs. The song solo has a rather Afrocentric feel and these piano loops, and I think Navio for me had a great performance, and the whole song for me was just super clean. It was just consistent throughout, and the song respectfully fits as an album song because it just had a laid back feel. And to be fair, I don't think l.e.s was really needed on this very song. I don't think it was needed because I just didn't understand what he was doing. I didn't like what he was doing. I just didn't have a great time listening to his verse. I also feel like he was not needed at all in this song, because by the time he came on, Muggs and Spoon had already laid the foundation and shared some artistic chemistry, which proved enough to make the song what it was. Speaking of chemistry, l.e.s and Muggs have always been at it. They've been collaborators for a long time, dating back to 2006 when they did the song We On Fire. And several songs would then come after that, like Heaven, Real Stuff, and so forth. But now on this song, Pressure, they team up with Nasty C, who was also meant to be on Real Stuff, but because his contribution at the time was not good enough, his verse or contribution actually did not make the cut. But it also becomes a full circle moment for Nasty C because he kind of like redeemed himself on this one because I think he sounded super, super dope. He killed that hook. And the hook, Justin J, or the song in general, just has celebratory raps. While I thought Muggs had a really, really tricky entry, but he saved it with that rest of the verse. With the 313 freestyle, l.e.s actually took it back, way back down memory lane because the beat is so hard. And I think for me, it just pays homage to, 50 years of hip hop because we're still on that time. And the song has like hard hitting drums all over. And there's just someone also harmonizing North Side as he celebrates more than 30 decades living on Earth. Yeah, he's old, man. He's quarter to 40 or like 20 to 40 or 10 to 40 or 1 minute to yeah, he's very old. But my favorite song on this project has to be the song Summer Love because of its nostalgic feel, and it sounded really house influence for my liking. This is a song that you probably hear maybe on 947, and it also reminded me of something that Crystal Waters or the Bucket Hats would probably do. And for me, the social commentary that is on the song that was showcased by l.e.s kind of like tied it up nicely. The album didn't sound really focused, to be fair. It didn't have anything profound, really. It's clear that he just wanted to make feel good music, and I think he executed that really well. I think he had fun on this very project because it also showcases, or it just has his personality all over, to be fair. And for me, it just gets a 6 out of 10. I do wish, though, that it had some contextual depth, but it's whatever. Shout out to l.e.s. This is not a bad project at all. Post in the diary room. Please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, I will see you on the next one.